differentiation of exponential functions and logarithmic functions. And resultant manch is already which we know differentiation of, say, if f of x is equal to a raised to power x, a raised power x is the logarithmic function, a raised power x is the exponential function. ठीक है, इधर पर चाहिए logarithmic function f of x is equal to log of x, that is called the log function or logarithmic function. So f of x is equal to log of x, so that will be the logarithmic function. We already know what is the differentiation, what is the derivative of a raised power x and derivative of log of x. ठीक है, इमेक derivative क्या है? A raised power x, so it is a raised to power x into log of a raised power x into log of a. ठीक है, a raised power x log of a, and differentiation of log x is 1 by x. ठीक है, so यम result है already पता. We know the derivatives of the exponential function as well as logarithmic function. ठीक है, but based on the wide range of applications, यम exponential functions तभी logarithmic functions च, we need to get into the depth of these functions, exponential functions and logarithmic function. Because exponential functions are particularly exponential functions, they have wide range of applications in any field. Suppose अगर तो if you see economics the calculation of the interests, that is also visualized by the use of exponential functions. इधर पर अगर तो growth of bacteria and growth of viruses, that mostly forms the exponential nature. अगर तो recently is COVID-19 growth was, that was exactly on the pattern of exponential growth. अगर तो graphs ते आसन तेमे चुष्म, so the graph was having the exponential growth behavior. So that means we need to get into the depth of the exponential function and logarithmic function. And we say the exponential functions and logarithmic functions, they are inverses of each other. Inverses of each other. So logarithmic function and the exponential function, they neutralize each other. So they are inverses of each other. So what do we mean by exponential function? Derivative is simple. So a raised power x derivative, that is a raised power x log of a. But before that, exponential function समझुन चाहिए ज़रूरी. अब देखिए exponential function चीज़ पता, we know f of x is equal to a raised to power x. F of x is equal to a raised to power x. ठीक है? So here a is called the base and this x is the power or index. ठीक है, where x is any real number, that means x है कोई इसका real value दे. ठीक है, but the base has some particular conditions. You see base a च यह पर conditions apply गसान. So the base a has to be greater than 1. Base a has to be greater than 1. ठीक है. Now why is the need for the base to be greater than 1? ठीक है. As an example, as in a as an value 1. If a is equal to 1, so it will be 1 raised to power x. 1 raised power x, since x is any real number, आते हैं इसका real value दे. ठीक है. Say if we take 1 raised to power 0, what will be that? 1. ठीक है. 1 raised power 1, 1 raised power 2, 1 raised power 3, 1. ठीक है. So with base 1, we don't get anything substantial. ठीक है. So you say need exponential function is the growth, the rate of growth, but it क्या है प्राप्त का term चीज़ we obtain each of the term as 1. ठीक है. So taking base as 1 hardly is of any use. अगर base निमो we can also take the base as negative. Why is the base a greater than 1? ठीक है. इस हेको न 0 ते even इन किन इस हेको ने because 0 से ये 1 से problem है, so yes exactly 0 से 0 raised to power a positive number, that will be 0. 0 raised power 0. This is indeterminate form. 0 raised power 0. This becomes indeterminate form. Yeah, अगर इसे 0 raised power 1, what will be that? 0. 0 raised power 2, 0. 0 raised power 3, 0. So again, अगर इस base name हो 0, we can not get anything substantial from this. Now, if we take base a as less than 0, ठीक है, less than 0, negatives and nemo. Say if we take as -2, the base and nemo is -2. Here we have to take -2 raised to power x. ठीक है, -2 raised power x. So -2 raised power x means अगर इस एक्सेस करो वो वैल्यू, ठीक है, since x is any real number, अगर इस even value demo, even value, so we write -2 raised power 2, what will be that? 4 minus 2 raised to power 3 minus 8 ठीक है. So we'll get here alternate terms. Ak term is even, byak term is odd ठीक है. So again we will not get anything. Ak term is odd. This will be positive and this will be negative. So even power khatir kya is positive, odd power khatir is negative ठीक है. So even power khatir positive, odd power khatir negative. So complete sequence rozan ki in positive, negative, so it will keep fluctuating. So again we don't get anything substantial out of the negative base ठीक है. So exponential function is mandatory that we have to take base as greater than 1 ठीक है, base greater than 1. So when we have f of x is equal to a raised to power x, so actually we mean ki ashe domain codomain system man, so we have a function like this association chi ith pait gasan yath man chi domains man ak element x, and then we have x is matched with any element a raised to power x, where a is any base, a is any base ठीक है. But base has to be greater than 1 ठीक है, because 1 to be 0 khatir chana is kya, we only get 1 and 0, and for negative numbers we get the positive as well as negative terms. So the base a has to be greater than 1 ठीक है. So when we say f of x is equal to a raised power x, now if we graph this function, exponential function is ठीक है. Now graphing bro अगर इस विषय b किया, so अगर इस base नेमो 10, so f of x is equal to 10 raised to power x, f of x is equal to 10 raised to power x. This is again exponential function. मगर you see exponential function ची याद में क्या करें, we took the base as 10 ठीक है, we took the base as 10. यम साथ इस base नेमो 10 in the exponential function, this exponential function in that case is called the common exponential function. This will be the common exponential function. So this will be common exponential function. So common exponential function. So common exponential function means when we take base as 10, when we take base as 10. So common exponential function. Now if we take e is the transcendental number, e, what is value of e? 2.71 and something ठीक है, 2.71 and something e value. So e is called the transcendental number, and it is also called the Euler constant. E is called the Euler constant. So this e is called Euler constant. So Euler constant अगर वो ये base चेंज नहीं हुआ e ठीक है, if we take e as the base, so in that case we write f of x is equal to e raised to power x. f of x is equal to e raised to power x. हाँ अगर तो ज़हनस मज़ आए ये चीज़ most often use करा e raised to power x. What is e here? e is this Euler constant ठीक है, ये value is calculate ची करा 2.71 and some. It is again irrational number. On the similar line is it put pi is irrational number. But pi value is 3.14 ठीक है, 3.14 and something ठीक है. इधर पर ची Euler the e is called the Euler constant. Imuk value is 2.7. So it is non-terminating and non-repeating. So if we take e as the base, obviously e value क्या है 2.71 and something. It is greater than 1. it's not greater than 1 च ठीक है. इम साथ ये च base नेवान, this becomes this exponential function is called the natural exponential function. So this is natural exponential function ठीक है. इसे को base कहाँ ती नियत, we can take any base greater than 1 ठीक है. But a specific mention when we take base as 10, then in that case this exponential function is termed as common exponential function, and when we take e as a base ठीक है, so it will be f of x is equal to e raised to power x. In that case it is called a natural exponential function ठीक है, natural exponential function. So natural exponential function is measured Euler constant, we take the Euler constant as the base ठीक है. अब और इम साथ इसी e f of x is equal to e raised power x या कहाँ ती base जन निमो इस e raised power x मन जन निमो इस कहाँ ती base ठीक है. So we know image graph जन चेस plot करें. So we know y is equal to f of x. When we say y is equal to f of x, we actually match the sets of the domain set with the elements of the codomain set. So y is equal to f of x. Y is equal to f of x. But what is f of x? a raised to power x. So y is equal to a raised to power x ठीक है. y is equal to a raised to power x. a is any base ठीक है, a is any base. Suppose this is y is equal to 2 raised to power x. y is equal to 2 raised to power x ठीक है. y is equal to 2 raised power x. So we are taking 2 as the base. We are taking 2 as the base. So y is equal to 2 raised to power x. Goodnessly, agar x x belongs to real numbers, x is value dit. Value. So agar x is the most value 0, in that case what will be value? Y is equal to 2 raised to power 0. So y is equal to 1, which means a point it will be 0 1. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So agar is image graph trao, exponential function is graph trao, so one of the pointers will be 0 1. 0 1 kahan pe lie karega? On y-axis. So it will be on y-axis. So this point will be 0 1. So this will be 0 1. Agar since x belongs to R, x is any real number, negative value de. Agar negative value is the say y is equal to 2 raised to power, suppose minus hundreds and demos. What will be that? It will be 1 divided by 2 raised to power 100. So that means this will turn out to be 1 is karo is his 2 raised to power 100 his. That means it will be approaching to 0. Exact actually 0 is barabar kiyan, but it will be approaching 0. Any negative section is it will be close to 0. It will be closer and close to 0. x-axis touch heaven karan magar touch karan. So graph will be like this. So it will be a graph like this. So we'll obtain a graph like this. So this is y is equal to a raised to power x. Y is equal to a raised to power x. So note that you see point 0 1 you stage base new. Whatever base we take, this point 0 1 will always lie on the graph of the exponential function. So y is equal to a raised to power x. Agar is kahti base nemo a, kahti base nemo tat case mein kya hai? Ye point imchi graph mein हमेशा ये point 0 1 lie gasa. समझ आया? अब यहाँ पे ये behavior it is getting infinitely close and close to the x-axis, but it does not touch x-axis at all. What is this sort of graph called? Asymptotic graph. Exactly हमने पढ़ा है ना asymptotic graph. So this is an asymptotic graph. So exponential function it is asymptotic graph. Asymptote क्या शब्द बना? Asymptote शब्द बना है कि x is equal to 0 यानी x axis शब्द बना क्या? X axis शब्द बना asymptote. Again अगर वो ब्याक property वुशो आख property का ये, so it lies the points, one of the points will always be 0 1. What will be its domain set? Domain set will be x belongs to R, yani set of all real numbers. What will be its range set? Range 0 cha nera? Na. 0 machine nera image? 0 pad infinity time kahti value. So it will be range set will be 0 to infinity. In fact, these are some of the properties of the exponential function, that the domain set is set of real numbers. Range set kya is? 0 infinity, 0 to infinity, and the point 0 1 will always lie on the graph of the exponential function. ठीक है? आपको लिखना है कुछ? लिखिए. Now the logarithmic function. So we already know, as I told the log function and the exponential function, they are inverses of each other. ठीक है? So suppose as in 5 raised to power 2. 5 raised to power 2. What is 5 raised power 2 equal to? 5 raised power 2 is equal to 25. ठीक है? 5 raised power 2 is equal to 25. This 5 is called base. ये 2 क्या है? बना exponent. ठीक है? So this is 5 raised power 2 is equal to 25. So 5 is base, 2 is power, और exponent this will be equal to 25. ठीक है? यह notation in terms of log लिखें. So this is in terms of the exponent, because 5 is base, 2 is exponent. यादन exponential function is a particular value है. ठीक है? ये जन demo is यह जन करो convert in terms of log. Then how do we write this in terms of log? We can write this as log of, what is base here? 5. ठीक है? Log of 25 to the base 5 is equal to 2. ठीक है? Log of 25 to the base 5 is equal to 2. ठीक है? ब्याक का example लिखो. Say if we have 10 square, what will be 10 square equal to? 10 square is equal to 100. 10 square is equal to 100. ठीक है, 10 square is equal to 100. 10 square is equal to 100. So therefore we can write, so it will be log of 100. ठीक है, ये 100 लो inside log of 100 to the base 10 is equal to 2. Log of 100 to the base 10 is equal to 2. ठीक है, अब can you define this now? Can you define log in terms of the exponential function? Log of a number, देखिए log, what is the actual definition of logarithm? Log of a number is the exponent raised to a base in order to obtain a number. ठीक है, in order to obtain a number. यानी एक नंबर को log क्या गो? एक्सपोनेंट मगर सो एक्सपोनेंट क्या सो एक्सपोनेंट युस अकिस बेसस अस खालो ठीक है सच दैट सो नंबर ऑब्टेन करने खतर ठीक है सपोज अजन चीज पे 100 लॉग क्या गो 100 लॉग क्या गो एक्सपोनेंट व्हाट इज दैट एक्सपोनेंट 2 ठीक है 2 कत बेस पे अस खालो व्हाट इज बेस 10 ठीक है बेस ही ना इज 10 यानी 10 अगर इस 10 क्या पावर खालो that is 2 to obtain 100 ठीक है in terms of logarithmic notation we can write this as log of 100 to the base 10 is equal to 2 ठीक है so we write the log of a number so log of a number to a given base is the power or exponent raised to the base in order to obtain this number ठीक है in order to obtain the number in order to obtain the number ठीक है समझ आया ठीक है log of a number एक नंबर को log क्या गो to a given base अगर जीता है log of a number to a given base is the power or exponent ठीक है यानी एक नंबर को log गो exponent या power ठीक है use power is एकis given basis पे खालन in order to obtain that number ठीक है so as in again if we have say 5 cube का बराबर 25 ठीक है 5 cube is equal to 125 ठीक है 5 cube is equal to 125 as in suppose log of 5 ठीक है log of 125 base and chase 5 अमुक मतलब अस क्या 5 क्या 5 use base करे serve 5 क्या power chase खालन in order to obtain 125 what will be that it will be 3 ठीक है so we write log of 125 to the base 5 is equal to 3 ठीक है that means कि अगर इस exponential function दी so if we have b raised to power x is equal to a so given an exponential function b raised to power x is equal to a given an exponential function b raised to power x is equal to a ठीक है what will be log of a to the base b is equal to x ठीक है so log of a to the base b is equal to x ठीक है so this is how we define a log of a number ठीक है log of a number आप लिखिए definition पहले again on the similar line is if it is exponential function we can take a as a base or any other base greater than 1 ठीक है or we can take for a specific base 10 the exponential function will be called a common exponential function and when we take base as e the exponential function is called a natural exponential function exactly अगर इस शीट निमो अगर इस logस मज निमो when we are computing log ठीक है log इम साथ इस compute करो so if we take 10 as the base ठीक है so with base 10 so if we take 10 as the base ठीक है अगर इस base निमो 10 so in that case the log to the base 10 ठीक है अतन जन छे कुन ते suppose a value जन log of a to the base 10 it क्या छे base है 10 ठीक है so this log will be called common log ठीक है common log या छे ब्याक अख नाव it is also called a decadic log so common log or decadic log ठीक है so common log or decadic log means with base 10 so log to the base 10 and again if we take log to the base e, ठीक है. So log of a to the base e, ठीक है. So e is again the Euler constant, ठीक है. So ये क्या निमो e as a base, ठीक है. In that case this log is called the natural log, ठीक है. This is called the natural log. So this is called the natural log, ठीक है. अक्सर से natural log करान क्या notation में define it पड़े ln. ln denotes natural log, ठीक है. ln denotes natural log, ठीक है. मगर मैथस में ये log यम साथ इस log निमो, ठीक है. ये log अगर इस consider कर से if we are computing log of x, अगर it base in mention किया मैथस में it is understood that the base has been taken as e, ठीक है. So ये ची base आसान का बराबर थे e is बराबर, ठीक है. So here base is e. So in this notation या text books में notation log of x stands for log to the base e, ठीक है. So which is also called the natural log, ठीक. समझ आया? Can you differentiate this? log अगर इस पर ठीक है log. So we have log of 10, log to the base 10, this is called the common log, this is called a common log. And if we take log to the base e, in that case this is called the natural log, ठीक है. natural log छे आम पॉइंट करना डिनोट किम से ln, ठीक है. but here we take log as ये log अगर इस log of x, ठीक है. so ये छे log of x consider करा as a natural log, ठीक है. so ये understood कि ये at base निवान is e, ठीक है. so we take e as a base here, समझ आया? ठीक है. so this is the difference between the natural log and log, ठीक है. even ISO recommendation छ, ठीक है. ISO recommendation छ यूस log 10 छ, log 10 आछ इस करा denote किम से lg से, ठीक है. log to the base 10 it is denoted by lg, and log to the base e it is denoted by ln, ठीक है. but here we consider the natural log as log, ठीक है. ये चीज़ करना ज़्यादातर log consider as the natural log, समझ आया वहाँ? लिखिए definition में. now if we have to find log of 0 to any base 10 base लीजिए और e base लीजिए, ठीक है. so 10 is an image base. so what do we mean by log of 0 to the base 10, ठीक है. यदन छे सो वैल्यू काढुन सो एक्सपोनेंट कुस बन log of 0 to the base 10 assumption सो एक्सपोनेंट क्या बन. हमने अभी देखा log of a number is the exponent raised to a given base to obtain the number. base क्या नहीं है 10, ठीक है. that means 10 छे का पावर खालुन 10 का पावर खालुन to obtain 0, ठीक है. 10 का पावर खालुन to obtain 0. so does there exist any power for which we will obtain 10 raised to power that power as 0? का पावर चाहिए तो एग्जिस्ट गसा. अब देखिए 10 raised to power 0, so ये 1 is बराबर 10 raised to power 1 होगा 10 raised power 2 100, ठीक है. 10 raised power any positive number, so that won't be 0. 10 raised power any negative number, that won't be 0, ठीक है. so इस वना तेल log of 0 does not exist, ठीक है. log of 0 does not exist, ठीक है. so symbolically we write that it is equal to infinity, because infinity cannot be visualized. so log 0 की उस वैल्यू से उसे हेको ने visualize करित किन, we cannot find that very value. so log of 0 is undefined. log of 0 is undefined. It happened on the similar line as log of negative numbers is not defined. so log does not exist for negative numbers and log does not exist for 0. now if we have to find log of 1 to the base 10, log of 1 to the base 10, what does this mean? अच्छे छाणुन सु power uses क्या 10 खालो power to obtain 1, ठीक है. so it will be 10 क्या खालो power to obtain 1. what will be that 10 raised to power 0, which means log of 1 to any other base and so it will be always equal to 0. so log of 1 is 0. so remember that log of 0 to any base, this becomes undefined. log of 1 is 0. ठीक है. तब नियरनेस log 2 log 3 log 4 एक वैल्यू नियर हेको तब कंप्यूट करित, ठीक है. and note that log of negative numbers does not exist. the logarithmic notation for negative numbers does not exist. Now if we have to see again aizan ch graph zan ch imi check karan theek cha graph zan ch check karan so it will be yith pade suth man which exponential function is exponential function is was point iwan 1 0 1 theek cha yahan pe dekhiye negative number khatar gashne godnyath exist ken theek cha yani yath portion is maz asne graph lie gasan ken negative portion maz asne graph lie gasan ken again yith pade odamat x portion is mazos kya it was approaching exponential function that was approaching towards 0 magar exactly asna touch karana ken exactly as yath side as maz chi approach kara kya weak value hekan so small it they such that ki hekan they may be approaching 0 magar zeros asan exactly touch karan ken and we visualize it what is value of agar is value karo 0 1 ठीक है कि 0 0 1 y is equal to 0 x is equal to 1 ठीक है so ये कहता नहीं it will be a point here 1 0 so it will be 1 0 so use exponential function to image graph so it will be like this again it will be having the asymptotic behavior it will be following the asymptotic behavior so this is log of so this is the graph of f of x is equal to log of x f of x is equal to log of x to any base ठीक है चाहे इस बेस e निमो या बेस 10 निमो ठीक है सो प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ दिस लॉगरिथमिक फंक्शन इज यूज्ड दिस बेस निमो ठीक है यूज्ड दिस बेस निमो फॉर दैट द ग्राफ विल ऑलवेज लाई बिटवीन graph will always pass through between 1 and 1 0 so graph will always या वनो इसकी उसी पॉइंट से 1 0 it will always lie on the graph of the logarithmic function ठीक है so this is graph of the logarithmic function so that means godnyath agar show what will be its domain क्या है सारी real number heko na dit kin क्या है tikaz negative number khatir chin exist gasan kin 0 khatir chin exist gasan kin what will be then it will be 1 infinity yeah it will be like this 1 pet 1 to infinity ठीक है 1 infinity so this will be domain what is range is set of all शाबाश इत पे योर ताई ठीक है set of all real numbers so range is set of all real numbers y value आई ना यह डायरेक्शन में से यह डायरेक्शन so range is set of all real numbers and third property the point 1 0 will always lie on the graph of the point 1 0 will always lie on the graph of the 1 0 will always lie on the graph of the function 1 0 in again as you know tawayat 1 is included 1 infinity this will be range this will be sorry domain this will be domain range क्या है ranges में आए ना सारी y values ठीक है so this will be set of all real numbers समझ आया ठीक है so this is the exponential function and logarithmic function so as we shall differentiation now we have to see the derivatives of these things now f of x is equal to a raised to power x is any exponential function then iska derivative kya hoga it will be df divided by dx what is that a raised to power x into log of a means log of base gasan path multiply and if we have df by dx if we have e raised to power x is differentiation e raised to power x into log of e ठीक है e raised power x log of e but as I told you log a means log to the base e ठीक है now what will be log e to the base e what does this mean log e to the base e this is equal to 1 log e to the base is equal to 1 ठीक है e अगर इस base निमो e is क्या पेश power column obviously 1 to obtain e ठीक है e अगर इस base निमो e is क्या इस power column 1 to obtain e so e raised to power 1 is equal to e which means log of e to the base is equal to 1 so this simply means log of e to the base is 1 so this will be e raised power x into 1 so that means the derivative of e raised power x is e raised power x or we can simply say ki e raised power x imsadis kya ucho derivative rate of change so it will have no change because it is increasing it is ever increasing graph so graph of the exponential function which is it was like this so the graph of the logarithmic function is like this ठीक है so this was the basics of the exponential function and logarithmic function समझ आया ठीक है लेखन चाहिए क्या याद में so exercise 5.4 question number 1 So question number, differentiate the following with respect to x. ठीक है, गोल्डन क्वेश्चन चेस e raised to power x divided by sin of x, e raised to power x divided by sin of x. ठीक है, so we can write this y is equal to e raised power x divided by sin of x. ठीक है, we have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. So it will be dy by dx, dy by dx. ये में जिम साथ differentiation करो, differentiation करने में क्या लाए quotient rule. ठीक है, so it will be denominator square sin x whole square, sin x ही here can लिखना into sin of x into d by dx of e raised to power x, e raised power x minus e raised to power x as it is into d by dx of sin x. So differentiation of sin x. So which is sin of x into e raised to power x minus e raised to power x sin x की differentiation cos of x. ठीक है, sin x is differentiation cos of x divided by sin x whole square, sin x whole square. ठीक है, आंसर है कि तो ये थर्ड या है कि बिग सिक्स स्टेप्स में से थोड़ा सिंपलीफाई करें. e raised power x कॉमन निकालिए. So it will be e raised power x sin x minus cos of x, sin x minus cos of x divided by sin x whole square. ठीक है, sin x whole square. Next तो है कि sin x से sin x square से divide दी करिए. ठीक है, so sin x से गए sin square x divide. क्या ये 1 divided by sin x, 1 divided by sin x. What will be that? Cosec x. ठीक है, cosec x. Cos to be ये sin square x. This will be cosec x cot x. ठीक है, cosec x cot x. ठीक है, अगर सिंप्लीफाई वैसे तो करें यू कैन सिंप्लीफाई दिस बट आंसर है कि तो यादन ते था. अब क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 साथ ही देखिए. Let y is equal to e raised to power sin inverse x. ठीक है, y is equal to e raised power sin inverse x. So differentiating both sides with respect to x, so it will be dy by dx, ठीक है. e raised to power x to e raised power x to e raised power x है. ठीक है, but this is the composite function. This is composite function. गणित करो इसका differentiation of the external function into differentiation of internal function. ठीक है, यानी e raised to power x sin inverse x ही जाए ये करो इस as x consider. So it will be e raised to power sin inverse x, e raised to power x differentiation e raised to power x ही. ठीक है, लिहाजा क्या है e raised power sin inverse x, e raised power sin inverse x पर क्या गई internal differentiation का sin inverse x. So into guys d by dx of sin inverse x, d by dx of sin inverse x. So it will be e raised to power sin inverse x, e raised power sin inverse x 1 divided by under root of 1 minus x square, 1 divided by under root of 1 minus x square. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. फिर से क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, y is equal to e raised to power x square, y is equal to e raised to power x square, x cube है. So y is equal to e raised to power x cube. So dy by dx, what is dy by dx? e raised to power x cube क्या है e raised to power x cube ही. ठीक है, e raised power x से differentiation e raised to power x से. ठीक है, पद guys internal differentiation x cube into d by dx of x cube, d by dx of x cube. What will be that? 3x square. So it will be e raised to power x cube into 3x square. ठीक है, लिखिए जल्दी. So question number 4, sin of tan inverse e raised power minus x. So sin of tan inverse e raised power minus x. ठीक है, so again if we write y is equal to this thing sin of tan inverse e raised power minus x, then differentiating both sides with respect to x. So it will be dy by dx, ठीक है, dy by dx is equal to sin of x. ठीक है, what is differentiation of sin? Again this is composite function. sin of x का बराबर ही cos of x. What is x here? tan inverse e raised to power minus x. So guys internal differentiation है d by dx of tan inverse e raised to power minus x, then it will be cos of tan inverse e raised to power minus x. ठीक है, यहाँ देखिए सभी into differentiation of tan inverse x. What is differentiation of tan inverse x? 1 divided by, 1 divided by 1 plus x square. But what is x here? E raised to power minus x. E raised to power minus x whole square. ठीक है, मगर वो कैसे b internal differentiation का into d by dx of e raised to power minus x. E raised to power minus x, which is cos of tan inverse e raised to power minus x. ठीक है, ये सॉरी करो divide. ठीक है, so it will be 1 plus e raised to power minus 2x, x square into 2, so this will be minus 2x. ठीक है, minus 2x into e raised to power minus x क्या है differentiation? e raised to power minus x. पर guys b internal differentiation का d by dx of minus x, d by dx of minus x, so d by dx of minus x. समझ आया वहाँ? So it will be minus minus फिर आगे multiply होगा minus x की differentiation क्या है? minus 1. ठीक है, so it will be minus cos of tan inverse e raised power minus x into e raised power minus x divided by 1 plus e raised power minus 2x. ठीक है, so this is question number 4. समझ आवा? कहीं पे repeat मत करना है. Question number 5, यही देखिए question number 5. So y is equal to log of cos of e raised to power x. Y is equal to log of cos of e raised power x. Again differentiating with respect to x, so we'll have dy by dx is equal to log of x. Log of x is differentiation 1 divided by x. But what is x here? Cos of e raised to power x. E raised power x is guys by the internal differentiation, so it will be into cos of e raised to power x. So it is 1 divided by cos of e raised to power x. ठीक है, cos of e raised power x क्या है? minus sin of e raised to power x. फिर से e raised power x की internal differentiation. So e raised power into d by dx of e raised power x. But what will be that? E raised to power x. So overall the result of minus e raised to power x into sin of e raised to power x divided by cos of e raised to power x. Sin to be sin e raised power x, cos of e raised power x. This can be combined into tan of e raised to power x. So this is minus e raised power x, tan of e raised to power x. लिखिए जल्दी. So question number 6 हम जल्दी देखेंगे. So e raised power x plus e raised power x square plus up to e raised power x raised to power 5. ठीक है, differentiation करो. Derivative of sum is sum of derivatives. That means याद है को अलग करिए differentiation, याद अलग यानी प्रत्येक टर्म में है कोई अलग अलग differentiation करिए. So what will be differentiation of e raised power x, e raised to power x, e raised power x square, e raised to power x square. पर guys x square's internal differentiation what will be that? 2x. ठीक है, plus up to इधर पॉइंट वापस e raised to power x raised to power 5. पर guys x raised to power 5, so it will be 5x raised to power 4. So this is derivative of question number 6. अब question number 7 देखिए फिर से. So under root of e raised to power under root x, under root of e raised power under root x. So we can again write y is equal to this thing, so it will be dy by dx. So differentiating both sides with respect to x, under root x is differentiation chase pada under root x different derivative का बराबर छा 1 by twice under root x. So it will be 1 divided by twice under root. What is within under root? e raised to power under root x. ठीक है, यानी यू को रेस केम से जाए x से जाए कंसीडर वो चीज आत करें इंटरनल डिफरेंशिएशन. सो इट विल बी d by dx of e raised to power under root x, d by dx of e raised to power under root x. So it is 1 divided by twice under root of e raised to power under root x. So what will be derivative of e raised power under root x? E raised power under root x से e raised to power under root x. But guys under root x has b internal differentiation, and what will be derivative of under root x? So it will be 1 by twice under root x. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 कर पाओगे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 देखिए फिर. So it is cos of x divided by log of x. ठीक है, cos of x divided by log of x. So let y is equal to cos of x divided by log of x. So differentiating both sides with respect to x, याद क्या लगते हैं? quotient rule. ठीक है, denominator square. So it will be log of x whole square into guys log of x here can into d by dx of cos x. What will be derivative of cos x? Minus sin x. ठीक है, फिर minus cos x as it is, cos x into log x derivative, what will be that? 1 by x. ठीक है, big steps में हेकियो simplify करें. So question number 10. Question number 10 यही देखिए, question number 10 फिर से simple है question number 10. So cos of log of x plus e raised to power x. ठीक है, cos of log of x plus e raised to power x. So again differentiating both sides, differentiating with respect to x. So it will be cos x. Cos x is क्या है? Minus sin of log of x plus e raised to power x. ठीक है, internal differentiation का यह चीज़ें भी d by dx of log of x plus e raised to power x. ठीक है, d by dx of this thing मुझे इसे याद पाने. So it will be minus sin of log of x plus e raised to power x. So what will be derivative of log x? 1 by x, e raised power x ये e raised to power x या फिर यहाँ multiply करना. So this is it. ठीक है? So exercise हम मक लेते हैं.